welcome back to the Magic Hours. I am Zoe Flowers, and I am a tarot reader and a healing practitioner and a new certified yoga instructor. So, yay. Welcome. So, we are going to get into your next 3 months. This is a pick a card. And so whenever you see this video, it will be the absolute perfect time. And so the piles we have today are rabbits, because it's spring. And it's all about the things of spring, what's blossoming, fertility, all of the good things that rabbits represent. So if you are interested in this pink rabbit, okay, this is pile 1. If you are interested in the white rabbit, it's pile 2. If you are interested in the blue rabbit, it's pile 3. Okay, so pile 1 is pink. Pile 2 is white. Pile 3 is blue. Okay, so the way this works, if you are new to pick a cards, is you just focus your attention on the card that resonates, on the bunny, the pile that resonates with you the most, and then you pick that pile and I decipher the pile. And so this is going to be what you need to focus on for the next 3 months, okay? We did what doors are opening and what doors are closing. So if you haven't seen that video, go watch that one, because this one is a sort of a build on or an add-on to that, okay? So those two are actually linked, all right? So again, I'm going to be quiet for a minute and I'm going to just hold up the pink rabbit. And you can just focus your attention. And then the white rabbit. And the blue rabbit. Okay, so let's just take a deep breath. Exhale. And let's get into these readings. All right, pile number 1, let's get into this reading. Ooh, okay, passion. So I wanted to start each pile with an affirmation. And this says, I am passionate. I put my entire heart into the people and things I believe in. My passion is a powerful force. It is an eternal fuel. I recognize the strength of my passion, and therefore I am careful where I choose to focus it. I am passionate. So they actually want me to pull a charm. These astro dice came out as well. So, oh my God. This is so interesting. So the word I couldn't say, which was eternal, we got 3 E's. So there's something about eternity, eternal, energy, and definitely where you put your focus. Wow, this is so interesting, because I also got a couple turtles here, which makes me feel like, slow and steady growth. So making sure that you are slowing down enough so that you are ensuring that you are putting your energy in the right place, okay, into something that could last. I'm feeling very much Pentacles energy here, because that's one thing about our earth signs, again with that letter E, is that they are interested in building things that last. So I'm not getting hits on these other charms, but I am getting messages here about this. So we have the turtle, we have the butterfly for transformation. Okay, so over the next 3 months, you might be going through some sort of transformation. I also have the peace sign here. And so the transformation has something to do with peace, like a peaceful transition of power for the next 3 months. So maybe you're transitioning again. Maybe you're sitting back and you're taking stock of sort of where you've been. And now you have a better sense. You know, we're 5 months into the year. Maybe you have a better sense of where you're supposed to be going with this destiny card here. So, in this destiny card, so of course we have the tree of life here from the Kabbalah. I mean, it's not technically called the tree of life, but that's what I'm calling it right now. And it looks very similar to me, to the turtle. Right? And so it's like, how do we work our destiny? Meticulously. How do we build things that last? Meticulously. So these 3 months are about, I'm hearing refinement and restructuring and redoing, right? Which also is very much Mercury retrograde. Like that's a time for reimagining and restructuring, things like that. So some of that energy is still going to be going with you for the next 3 months, pile one. Wow. And we have awakening. Wonder what lit a fire under you, or what's going to be lighting a fire under you. Is it your own passion? Are you finally waking up to your own passion, to your true gifts and your true talents, and you're ready to step into this destiny? Because this destiny was in reverse. And so that makes me feel like you're still very much, you know, you have the wheel there, the wheel of time. And so it's like you're still very much like fixing the wheels again, like putting things together. And we have that red here too. I wonder for passion. So I wonder if y'all, oh, and I put on these red glasses that I haven't had on in a while. So yeah, something about passion here. Okay. We have creativity. Wonder if there is an artistic project, or even, and I feel like even last month there was something about fertility, and that's so funny that I started with those bunnies again. I literally just go with what spirit says. They just kind of tell me what to pick, this and that, and that's what I pick. So yeah, there's something about fertility, creativity, like really stepping into your passion here. And good things are going to come from that, right? This Ace of Pentacles, which is all about abundance. Again, oh, I said from the very beginning that I was getting pentacle vibes. So this could also be, again, really getting a hold on your thing, your sazon, what it is that makes you magical, what it is that sets you apart from the rest. Like that's the work of these next 3 months, and really putting to rest any heartache that you've had in the past. Perhaps in the past you were, I'm just curious to see what this next card is. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So perhaps in the past, your talents, your gifts, I'm hearing downgraded. Perhaps you were downgraded in the past. Perhaps you were downgraded in your work, in your relationships. You just very much felt unhappy, unloved, all of those things. And that is coming to an end, right? With this death card again. But you have to power that spiritual awakening. That spiritual awakening. So, and I know I said this last month, so go back and watch that video after this one and see what pile you choose. Because again, stay lifing, right? And so something might have pushed you to that spiritual awakening, or this could just be, you could have been working on it all this time and then you just had a big like aha moment, or you will have an aha moment, right? Because this is for the next 3 months. And some of the other doors, some of the things that you've been holding, and look at that with that transformation, and we got that butterfly. So there's the confirmation there that things are definitely dying. The old you, and maybe actually there's some grief to that. maybe there's some grief to that, because maybe you have to leave some people behind that you really, really care about. Maybe you have to leave a job behind that you really care about. Maybe you have to leave an older version of yourself behind, over the next 6 months in order to, it's like swapping that out for this, right? In order to get that Ace of Pentacles. Or maybe, this happened to you, maybe this, you were on the path to this before, and then you ran into this, right? And so it's kind of stopped you. And this message is here to say that this was all a part of your transformation. So that's going to be for, of course, because this is a general reading. So that's going to be for a specific amount of people, right? And so, yeah, you could very much be grieving what you thought you were supposed to have done, right? And that could be scaring you, right? But I do see you moving away from these ideas with these swords here. Swords are ideas and thoughts. And so there is, these thoughts that, this isn't the keeping you up at night card, this is the heartbreak card, but it's like those words, those things that were thrown at you. For some of you, it may even be decades. It may have been like, damn, like you just felt like you were under this horse's foot forever, and you were never going to get out of it. But now you are starting to come out of it, and you won't come out of it alone, because there are other people in this boat. And I also feel like this is our spirit guide here, guiding us, guiding us to calmer waters, guiding us to what's on the other side of this water. You just kind of have to have faith. Wow. So I have adversary here, hard work, progress, challenges, adversity, and diligence, and also progress, right? And so again, if you definitely had people just throwing mad hateration and holleration at you, damn. And we had the wolves in the last reading too, right? So if you felt like you dealt with some kind of adversary in the past, there is a balance coming to that, right? So this particular card has to do with your crown chakra. Oh. Wow. I don't always share that this is the spirit guide to me, like that's who I see. But it's like, since this balance is here, it's like, yeah, your guides are helping to deal with those adversaries and bring that balance, right? Yeah. So you're going to see that. You're going to see that happening. Things starting to not mellow out, but things, you moving definitely in a different direction and moving out of this impasse that you're in, this lack of clarity that you are in. And this has to do with your sacral chakra. And so again, that goes back to that creativity. So y'all, if there is a drop down in the comments and let me know what your spiritual awakening is about, and what this creativity is, this because it really is about you putting your passion out into the world. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So again, this makes me feel very much like this adversary energy. It's almost like some negativity, and it could have even been, your own critic. But for some reason, I'm feeling like this is a mother figure or a grandmother figure that now lives like rent free in your head, right? And it's like any move you try to make, you hear that voice in your head. And so, and that could be, again, could have been stopping you and sort of you not knowing that this is an old, worn out voice, that it is no longer relevant to you. Okay. We do have chrysopase, and it says allow yourself to receive. So that is the crystal. If you're interested in purchasing the crystal, I do have chrysopase as well. And so again, this was in reverse, right? And so it's like you've got these sort of that negative self-talk, but also like literally blocking action, because wands is about action and moving forward. And so getting that chrysoprase and perhaps meditating with it to open you up and to help you know that it is now safe for you to receive. Wow. We have write down your goals and dream big. It's time to move. I'm hearing that. It's time to move. It's time to move, pile one. So then we have the blue jay. I just said it's time to move. This time is right to assess and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. I mean, yeah, exactly. These next 3 months is, again, it's like, who do you want to be in the world? What is your destiny? How can I refine myself? How can I restructure myself? How can I cut the fat? What do I have around me? Who do I have around me that is not reflecting? Wow, look at that, and the phone rang. Who do I have around me that's not reflecting where I want to go and who I want to be? Who's taking up all my time? The phone ringing. Am I spending so much time on the phone, talking to people, texting, on social media, that I'm not really refining? Am I hiding? Am I in relationships with people that allow me to hide? These are the questions for you for the next 3 months, pile one. Holy shit. We have fear here. We have fear, and we have a brick wall. Now, what I do appreciate is that it is in reverse, because this just goes back to this for me, that the balance is coming in and that the transformation is happening and that the abundance is happening and that you will be moving forward, right? And so the fear, it's like yesterday's price is not today's price. The fear that you had yesterday is not going to be the fear that you have today. You don't have to. Okay. And then lastly, my guides don't miss. Choose who you are becoming. So we do have the Aries Astro Dice here, which is all about putting yourself first, being that divine spark. Aries is the divine spark. It is it is a cardinal sign, which means it initiates us, right, into the new season. And so, yeah, that is what you're being encouraged to do, right, over these next 3 months. We have the Sagittarius arrow here, right? You can hit your targets. You absolutely, positively can hit your targets. You just need to put in the work. And we also have Jupiter here. So luck is definitely on your side. Jupiter is about expansion. We had that transformation card. So you might even want to start to prepare yourself for this transformation that's happening, pile number one, because you don't want to get like overwhelmed with when the good things start happening or the changes start happening. So yeah, that is what I have for you. Please drop down in the comments. Let me know if it resonates, and let's get on to pile. All right, pile two, welcome. I love your affirmation. I am inspiring. I am inspiring to those around me, even when I don't realize it. When I am welcoming, kind, and giving towards people, it inspires them to respond to me the same way. I am inspiring. So for me, pile number two, this next 3 months, I feel like this is going to be about other people. I feel like this is going to be about other people, you laughing, you dancing, you having a good time, you being inspired, but also being inspiring. And I doubly feel like that because we have the 11th house here, and in astrology, that is about our friends. I also feel like this is about you making new friends as well. I wonder if you're going to be stepping into the role of inspiring people. I don't know. Okay. So we have illusion here. As I was asking about you stepping into the role of inspiring people. And so I wonder if this is about, I'm hearing yes, you helping people to take the wool away from their eyes, you helping to help people see things clearly. So you might be a tarot reader yourself, you might be an activist, you might be an advocate. You know, I work with a lot of advocates. I've been doing advocacy for 23 years now. Albeit now I'm doing it in a different way, but I've done it in the very traditional sort of sense for most of my career. And in the domestic violence movement. And a lot of what my work was about was trying to, like, you know, get people to wake up and talk about things that they really didn't want to talk about, you know, and not just talk about things, but to see things differently, right? And to be moved to action, right? And so it's like I'm hearing Amafai Estata, Amafai Estata. And so it's like, yeah, pile number two, that's, you could be an influencer as well, right? An influencer to your friends, to the people close to you, and you might even want to be a bigger influence. And that might be coming down the pike for you for the next 3 months. So we have follow here in reverse. So just as I was talking about you being an influencer. So it's like, yeah, you influencing people to follow you, to not to be sheep, because we don't want to be like sheeple, right? But to help people, to guide people, like for you to definitely be a guide. And so for you, that's these next 3 months, it's like, how can you do that? How can you formulate your community? How can you help your community to move forward? What message do you need to put out into the world to interrupt actually the sheeple activities as well, right? Because there's a lot of sheeple out there. So it's like, how can you pierce that veil, right? We have the 8 of Cups, right? How can you, we have, this is about, you know, avoidance, not wanting to change, not wanting to move on. And so again, for you, this really is your role to really pull the wool off of people's eyes. Oh shit, I said wool, and there's the sheep, right? And to really help people walk away from the, you know, Cups is about emotions and things like that are not helpful, that are not useful. Maybe you're thinking about being some kind of coach around, like I'm thinking here, like substance abuse and things like that. Maybe you're going to go to school for that in the fall, and you're researching now different certifications and things like that that you can get. If that's the case, I would say 100% yes. We have Trinity, balancing decisions, priorities, adapting to change. So if you are thinking about taking a class and things like that, it's like, okay, how am I going to balance that? So over the next 3 months, you may be figuring out, like, how do I actually balance this influencer thing that I want to do? I want to do my videos, but then I have a job and I have a partner, right? It's like, how can you bring all of those things together? So setting your priorities is going to be very important for the next 3 months, so you can set yourself up for the fall, is what I'm hearing. Fall is going to be a very important time for you. So I do have grief here. So this has to do with the heart chakra. And then I have gratitude, which has to do with the crown. And I have discovery, which has to do, this particular card has to do with the sacral chakra. So again, I 100% feel like this is my light worker pile. This is my advocate pile. This might be my death doula people, right? That you help people deal with grief. And there's going to be, if there's not already, a lot of gratitude for what you're nurturing with this pregnant lady here, right? What you're nurturing, what you're helping people to grow. There's going to be a lot of gratitude. And I also feel like if you do follow this road, and you do take this road, if you're not already, of influencing advocacy, rabble rousing, all of the things. It's going to lead you to some pretty spectacular discoveries of yourself, like you actually becoming a different person. You actually discovering who you truly are. Also feel like there is a deeper connection to not your spirit guides, but your angels. Thank you. Your angels, and also ancient people. So you might also be a channel. You might find that your dreams become, I would say, write down your dreams, journal your dreams, start a dream journal, because you're going to be getting a lot of downloads in your dreams. Okay? Okay. This one, we'll come back to this one. Okay, had to plug in my computer here. Okay, so we've got the death card here. And so what's interesting, I wish I had, oh, I do have it from pile number 1. I find it very interesting that this death card appears to be, oh, I don't know where it went. It must have fell. Appears to be carrying something, right? And so again, there's another, so there's a rebirth here as well. But this was in reverse, right? And so this could be you holding yourself back from that transformation, okay? But that's why I wish I had the other card, because the thing about the traditional tarot, I think it's, where is it? Oh, you can't see it. Oh yeah, you can. Where is it? Right here. So what I like about that image is that people are trying to get away from it, and it's not something that we can actually get away with. Or did I have it in this pile? Oh, I saw that death card somewhere. All right, well, I gotta give it up because I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Thank God. Thank goddess. So here it is. So it's like folks aren't going to get away with it. I mean, isn't that weird that I said that? Folks aren't going to get away with it. Wow. Folks, you can't get away from it, right? And transformation is going to happen. So it is in reverse again. So if this is something that you've been hesitant on for some reason, there is no need to. It is a part of your destiny. It is a part of what you're here to do, is to be this person and to find out these deeper secrets about yourself. I even feel like you'll be finding deeper tools. So again, I just want to really reiterate, like if there's a sound bath class that you want to take, or shamanic healing or something like that that you've been putting off, you want to do that, okay? You definitely want to do that so you can keep that transformation, so that you can be in alignment with what's actually here for you. And this is my wishes come true card. So you moving towards this role, really good. We have blue lace agate, find your calm. Now, this one is in reverse. And so what I feel about this is not slowing things down. Whereas the other one, we had that turtle in pile number 1, not you, pile 2. They really want you to move forward and step out of your comfort zone is what I'm hearing. Like trading what feels good and comfortable for what is exciting and new. And it says you are perfectly beautiful. Again, this was in reverse as well. So knowing whether you take that class or not, this is still your destiny. You don't have to have all the answers to be helpful. You don't have to be perfect. Who you are is enough. You have your spirit guides. You have your most enlightened ancestors working with you. You could do with a little bit more spiritual hygiene, taking care of yourself, pile number 2, but understanding that you are perfect for the job and you are ready for the job. Let's see what our birds have to say. So we have the turkey here. Honor your own time of harvest. offer your gifts and blessings as a service to the greater good. Boom. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I literally don't know what else to say, because we had that gratitude here. So this is you nurturing your community, but also your community nurturing you back for sharing your gifts. Also feel like if you're like a life coach, or even like a person who helps people in the gym, there's something about your messaging that you might want to revisit over these next 3 months. Like maybe looking at your, if you're like a free agent and you need to advertise, maybe just looking at your advertising, how you're putting yourself out into the world. They're saying you could be putting yourself out into the world in a bigger way. And of course you can't do that if you are sort of nervous about moving forward, right? And you're not feeling confident to sort of venture out on your own. But Spirit is definitely saying now is the time for you to venture out and do your thing. You are protected, okay? You are protected. You don't have to worry about whatever it is you're worrying about. You don't have to. You just need to get up on your spiritual hygiene and rejudge your marketing and how you're going to present yourself to the world and get out there. That's the message, right? Is to get out there. Wow. And we have success in transformation. Literally what I just said, right? Like, get out there. Do the little changes that you need to do the restructuring, whatever that is, whatever transformations you have to make, go ahead and make those things, because it is going to bring you success. All right. That's what I have for you, pile number 2. Drop down in the comments. Let me know if it resonates. Share with a friend so that this channel can grow. And I'll see you next time. Bye. All right. If you picked the blue bunny, pile number 3, you are in the right place. And you actually got 2 affirmations. So the first one is, I am still. Understand that there are times to move and there are times to be still. In my stillness, I seek greater understanding. I take time to rest and contemplate. I strive for unconditional happiness here in the presence. I am still. So over these next 3 months, it is advised that you find time for stillness. And so, yeah. So, yeah, even though, the warmer weather is coming, at least where I am. And so walks on the beach, if you have access to a park, walking to the park by yourself. If that is not accessible, sitting out on your front stoop, right? But just finding time for stillness, right? Spending time in the bathroom, in the tub by yourself, or in the shower if you don't have a tub in your apartment or whatever, or your home, right? That is the vibe, because you are a gift. I wonder if Spirit wants you to contemplate yourself for the next 3 months. Let's see. I am a gift to the world. When I lead with kindness and love, I create a ripple effect that benefits more people than I'll ever know. My presence, my knowledge, my passion contribute to the greater good of the world. I am a gift. Yes, you are. And you have Taurus here. I have. Taurus is about what we value and how we feel about what we value, ruled by Venus, the planet Venus. It is said to be the favorite, Venus's favorite. And so it's like, what do you have? It's like reveling in what you have, being grateful for what you have, understanding that you have everything you need. Even though the Magician card isn't associated with Taurus, even though the Magician card, all of the elements are present, and Taurus is an earth sign, right? But again, the Magician isn't technically ruled by it, but what I'm feeling is like you have everything you need at your disposal. Like you have everything. Wow. This might be my highly educated, crowd. And of course, education doesn't just mean school education, but it's also like the school of life. You might have even gone to the school of hard knocks, pile 3, but you have something very alluring, especially with the planet Venus's influence here, something very alluring, something very sensuous, right? And so possibly if, you know, working with a deity such as Oshun, one that is in alignment with your, you know, your spiritual practice, your racial or ethnic group, right? Some of these practices are closed practices. So perhaps working with, you know, Aphrodite or Venus herself or Oshun, if that is in your practice. Oh, damn, didn't I say something about going to the beach? And then here's Oshun right here, right? Tapping into your own sensuality. I did say like tapping into yourself over these next 3 months. And it's like Taurus is very, right? It's even got some of the similar gold colors here, right? Again, Taurus is ruled by Venus, so very sensual, like the senses. So perhaps treating yourself to a nice meal or even like a cold glass of water. Like you really want to tickle your senses over the next 3 months. And we have Pachamama here, right? So again, connecting to the earth. I wonder if y'all are earth signs. I wonder if you have heavy earth sign placements here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, with this Pachamama here, with this snake skin around her, right? So shedding. And then there's even water. You see the water here, the waves here as well. So could be heavy earth sign placements here or water signs. Yeah, and it says healing, holy, and holy. So again, connecting to Pachamama, but even more than, it's like connecting to Pachamama, but even more than that, it's like seeing yourself as Pachamama, seeing the earth as yourself, seeing you in the earth. And again, that's why I was talking about that Magician card with everything being present, the earth, the air, the fire, the water. So this is like a time for you to pull the fragmented pieces of yourself together, pile number 3. And really, it's almost like sit down and really look at what do I really have and how do I feel about what I have? And do I have too much clutter? Do I have all these things because I feel like less than inside and things make me feel better, right? Like really contemplating yourself. All right. And if you don't, and if you don't really need the things, get rid of them so that you can make room for something else with this fertility here. Not the white rabbit showing up. Pile number 3. So there's something very fertile about you, especially with this Oshun here as well, this sensuality. So there's something you are birthing that is very amazing. Like, again, maybe you like luxury things. Maybe you like very Venusian things like beautiful oils and adornments. And if you don't, maybe you should. Like really, this sensuality and this fertility here, it's a vibe. Pile number 3. You're a vibe, honey. You are a vibe. You are holy. You got this Taurus energy. You're a gift. I mean, you might just need to like do a whole new, this whole 3 months, do a whole new life makeover, honey, and just like pop out on us in the fall. Just pop out on us, okay? Just like completely different, like in all of your glory. Wow, exactly. I just said pop out and we have nest here, right? Again, so this is your time to like nest yourself, really support yourself. It says charity here. So really, again, having charity for yourself, taking care of yourself, pile number 3. I love it. And we have forgiveness. This is about the crown chakra. So perhaps meditating on forgiveness. Maybe you need to, you know, forgive some things that happened to you in childhood. So perhaps some inner child work would be helpful for you, especially with this crown chakra here. So meditating, connecting to your spirit guides in a bigger way, in a more real way. Okay. Also noticing we have quite a bit of purple and lavender here. Again, purple is that crown chakra But we do have, you know, some ranges of purple here. And so, yeah, doing that crown chakra work for these next 3 months, amazing. Oh, yes, y'all, I cannot make it up. Selenite here, clear the clutter. What did I say? Clearing out things that if you're just buying stuff because it makes you feel good, because ultimately you don't feel like you have enough, clear that out. Clear out the clutter in your brain. Meditate with that selenite, right? Here's selenite right here. You could just do like beautiful aura cleanse, all of that good stuff, right? Clear out the clutter so that you can make room for what's coming. Okay? So that you become you're already a fertile ground. You just need to, like, you know, the lawn care guy came today, right? You just need to sweep out the old stuff. You need to sweep out the old leaves that have been around since last winter, like we had to do today. Get out that blower, right? Blow out that trash from other people's yard. Right? Things that people threw over your fence. I always have people throwing stuff over the fence here. It makes me, right? And so it's like, yeah, clear out your garden, clear it out. Wow. Stop judging and start loving. Right? Stop judging and start loving. Again, clear out the clutter. Clear it out. And then once you are, I'm hearing like open, like a beautiful, clear container, then I'm literally seeing like water being poured into a beautiful glass vase, right? And so not judging yourself. We have the hummingbird. Release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. At this point, they're just going to keep repeating. Like literally, they're just going to say the same things over and over and over again, right? Clear it out, clear out the clutter, release, forgive, tap into your sensuality, tap into who you really are, tap into source. They're saying like you really, really have to connect to source in a new way. You might even have to find a new spiritual practice that fits who you are. But man, they are really stressing. We've got magic here. They are really like the purple is really coming through. And of course, purple is also royalty, right? So it's the crown chakra, but it's also royalty. So focusing on your own magic. What makes you magical, pile number 3? This was in reverse. Do you know what makes you that magical, or is it buried under a bunch of stuff, right? And so my invitation for you is to say yes, okay, to this. We have the sacred flow of yes here. And we have that fish. So again, that gives me that water vibes again. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with the water signs somewhere in your chart. Of course, it doesn't have to be. But yeah, Spirit is really urging you to get into the flow of yes, saying yes, not judging, not thinking that things are going to be bad, not focusing on what's not going to happen, but focusing on what can happen, what you can will to happen by doing that meditation, clearing out that clutter, and really doing that for the next 3 months. They want one more card, but from where? No. Yeah? Okay. Oh. Yeah, interesting. So we have fragmentation here. So again, just pulling the pieces of yourself together. You might resonate with pile number 2, but basically, you know, whatever you've been carrying, whatever people threw into your yard, you know, even if you didn't do it, it's like, just go ahead and clean it up. We have black flower fragrance here, so I was definitely talking about adorning yourself with different things. And so that's just another note on that. But that's what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope that it resonates. Drop down in the comments, let me know, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.